I forced my stupid wife to be a housewife. My wife Bridget worked from home doing something with websites and social media marketing. I never really understood it because whenever she'd try to explain, I'd zone out. She'd be on her laptop all day in the spare bedroom taking video calls and posting stuff online. I'm a manager at a logistics company making about 45 grand a year. We lived in a nice 3-bedroom house. I drove a new Silverado. We went out to eat twice a week. My buddies were always impressed when they came over. Life felt good. But Bridget was always stressed. Always on calls during dinner. Always working late. It bugged me because I'd come home wanting to relax and she'd be too busy to even make dinner. I'd end up ordering pizza while she worked. My dad always talked about how my mom had dinner ready every night. That's what a wife was supposed to do. That's how you know a man is successful, when his wife doesn't have to work. So I started telling Bridget she should quit. We clearly didn't need the money if we were living this well. She should stay home, take care of the house, have dinner ready, be a proper wife. She kept saying no, said her work mattered, that she'd built something important. I thought that was ridiculous. You're sitting in pajamas posting on Instagram all day, Bridget. That's not a real job. I started calling it her little hobby. This went on for months. Every argument about her work, I'd bring it up. Just quit already. I'm taking care of us just fine. She started crying during these fights, said I didn't respect her, didn't understand what she did. I said there was nothing to understand. I wasn't curing cancer. She was posting pictures online. Finally, in February, she gave up, said fine, she'd quit. She'd be a housewife if it would stop the fighting. She looked sad, but I felt like I'd won. She spent 2 weeks closing things down. Lots of phone calls with clients, lots of time in her office. Then she cleaned it out and was done. For a month, things seemed better. Dinner was ready, house was cleaner. She seemed quieter though. Then in April, our mortgage payment bounced. Bank called saying we were short almost 3 grand. That had never happened before. 2 weeks later, my truck got repossessed. I was apparently 3 months behind on payments. That's when I actually looked at our bank statements. Really looked at them for the first time. There were deposits I'd never noticed. Big ones. $2,000 to $3,000 every week for 4 years. All from Bridget Consulting, LLC. I'd just always seen money in the account and paid bills. Never questioned it beyond my paychecks. Those deposits stopped in February, when Bridget quit. I confronted her that night. Asked what Bridget Consulting, LLC was. She said it was her business, the hobby I'd told her to quit. I asked how much she'd been making. She said about $15,000 a month, sometimes 20. I felt sick. That's like 180 grand a year. I was making 45. She'd been paying for everything. The mortgage, both cars, insurance, groceries, everything. My paycheck barely covered utilities. I asked why she never told me. She got quiet and said she'd tried hundreds of times. Every time I called her work a hobby, she'd tried to explain she was the primary income. But I'd always cut her off or say I didn't care about her boring internet stuff. I asked why she quit if she knew this would happen. She stared at me and said because I'd spent months telling her I was providing for us just fine. She wanted to see if I actually believed that. She'd moved all her income to a separate account in February to see how long it took me to notice we couldn't survive on my salary. Took 2 months. She filed for divorce 3 days later. Said she was done being called stupid by someone who didn't even know how his bills got paid. The house went into foreclosure. She'd put the down payment on it, but I'd insisted only my name go on the title. She moved out within a week. Started her business back up and her clients had been waiting for her. I heard she's making even more now.